Namaskara. A very good morning to everybody. My dear friends, how is the practice going on? Don't be distracted if our mind is running away and we are not able to concentrate our mind. We have to practice it. There is no a quick fix to this. The only existing way is the proper practice of dhyana sadhana, shabda sadhana, because in this human mind can be easily diverted, transformed, and the main objective is to keep us conscious and reach a state of awareness, peace. Many people start thinking that we know this, we know that, we have read this book, we have read that book, we have got good vocal masters around us, surrounding us. Yes, we may be well off in many respects, but we cannot be spiritual for the very simple reason, and that the distinction between ordinary awareness and spiritual awareness is not an object of our knowledge. It is the subject of deep experience. To have this understanding, we have to be in it. We have to taste it. By reading the books or reading the textures or listening to some mantra or listening to some prayers, we can't become aware. At the human level, particularly, the mind gets distracted in many directions and runs hither and thither. So we have to put ourselves, our mind, to understand that we have to gain the experience by practicing the dhyana sadhana. The easiest and the most preferred way for the peoples living in the present world. So many questions arise: how to reach our peace? We are not having the peace of mind. To reach the true peace, it is not enough to be beyond thinking. The thinking mind has to be consciously transformed. To make this transformation happen, we have to integrate our feeling of me to I am. Me must be fully embodied with I am. Full surrenderness. So when me is surrendered with I am, object is not existent, subject exists. So through the unification of me and I am, we reach a higher consciousness on the level of me. This allows our eternal consciousness of I am and the mind as one consciousness. It's fully embodied. when the mind is fully absorbed by the consciousness of our soul, filled with the sense of I am and me is unified, only then the mind becomes silent. There is no other way. Whatever you do, we have to practice this. And this is the ultimate essence of all the practices. This is how we are in the position of silent mind. Or this is the way how the mind becomes silent. So once our mind is unable to recreate sense of self outside our soul, it is unified. So it is not able to recreate a sense. We enter in a state of unified consciousness. Try to understand. And this is how our integrated complete self operates. There is no other mechanism. Forget. I am telling in my simple words. I am not using the great Vedanta and the great words of Gita to make us easily understand. We have to understand that once our mind is unable to recreate sense of self outside our soul, we are unified with our consciousness. And this is how our integrated complete self operates, embracing the human and the soul dimensions of our existence as one. This is oneness. The correct relationship with the mind and the proper understanding of its true function can only be established once pure consciousness is awakened. Only consciousness has the power to transcend the mind and to fulfill it with higher understandings. Whatever understandings, higher understandings we start feeling, only consciousness which has already occurred transforms to that. It gives us the actual platform, the integral depth from which we can begin to relate to the mind properly. This is transcendent. This is the true sense of transcendent experience. Dear friends, it can be only achieved and only felt by experiencing, by being in the sense. Yes, of course, this sense is not continuous. But we have to try and maximize the consistency more and more to be in this state, to experience more deeply. All the textures, all the holy textures are good enough. With those textures, we can only attain theoretical awareness of mind. If we want to experience or attain the spiritual awareness, we have to indulge ourselves in the practice, and at the time of practice, be aware and maximize the duration of being in it. So don't get obsessed that mind is distracted at the time of practicing. Practice it. Practice dhyana by sitting, by lying down. What is the easiest way for yourself? It should be comfortable. Once you will experience this sweetness, you will understand what I am talking about. It's very difficult for me to find words how to express this feeling, how to express this state. So don't get obsessed. If the mind is distracting, it means we are working towards it. Om Shri Sadguru Devaya Namaha. Om Shri Sadguru Devaya Namaha. Om Shri Sadguru Devaya Namaha. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.